Sura River, and we are gonna search for some monsters. I have the shad minnow on here on my jig that you can actually check in the records. I'm gonna do some jig stepping. Oh, looks like we got a fish here. Yeah, you wanna check the weekly and the absolute records to see what the fish are biting, and just get that. Yeah, my energy was down there. Shouldn't have been that hard to pull in. Looks like it's a Zander. Alright, nice. Get some jig step in there, can't get it going up. So you don't have to have a jig step. Just gotta get it where the fish are. Yeah, I just finished. I just leveled up to 25 here. A Volga Zander. And while I was just at, I didn't feel like going to Volkov again, so I figured I'd come here. I'm using this teeny fish lure with I think it's a 52-ounce white jig head. It's working pretty good here. I changed my baits up. That other shad wasn't working. You just want to keep changing baits. I got a fish on here. This teeny fish, 04. I think that means it's a 4-inch. What fish we got here? We got a Berbate. Well, it's looking pretty good here. I think this teeny fish is on the it's on the absolute record, if I'm not mistaken. We're back on the shad. Guessing it's a Zander. Got a few Zander. See it, Volga Zander. I think they give pretty good money. Let's see here. So a night and a day at about 160, which is not great, but I was getting bored. Should I set up here? Let's put some night crawlers on. So the big carp head, we changed spots here. We're at 113.96 from that other spot. I think was 110. I'll try to get it in the hole here. This rod is 4.5 meters, and it can go pretty far. I'm gonna put an earth one. Now this setup here is my 6 kilo power setup, and I'm gonna do some jigging here at night at the 8-foot hole. I looked in the records, and the Zander actually on a different river. This is the bite the Zander's eating. It's the big, I forgot what it's called. Hopefully we get a fish here. Trying to get a jig step going. Oh, got something here. Oh, something big. Oh yeah, this is above, it's above 10 kilos, but we'll see how big it is. I don't think that this is a Zander. Let's have a beer. This feels like a, I wonder if it's a sturgeon. You know, I haven't caught a sturgeon yet. But it feels like it's not moving. I'm not moving him, so. I haven't moved him an inch. Not 1 inch. A few moments later. Yeah, it is taking a quite bit. I'm speeding it up here. Speeding up 700 times. I started at 150, so it's been 3 hours in game. And I think we're moving him. No, never mind. Try it, nope. The drag's going, I'm not moving him. Sure if he's moving or if that's because I don't think he's moving. I think he's definitely over 20 kilos here. Yeah, my next goal here is to get a reel with, 20 kilos of drag so I can actually pull in a fish, a big fish, because this is just... Oh, that looks like that reel's pulling in drag too. One drag there, look at that. Same reel, Titan 8000. It's got a big spool, but it's got 13 kilo drag, so it's like a 6,000 reel with a 10,000 spool. And it was, I think it was 1,800 silver. So it's a pretty cheap reel, and you can get a big fish in, but I'm gonna deal with this. I'm not sure which reel to get next, because they're all so expensive. Yeah, I don't know if I can get this fish in. Can't get in the boat. Jeez. That one's taking drag. That's just 6 kilos of drag, so who knows about that fish? Look at this. All 3 reels are peeling drag. And if I set the rod down and it the line gets loose, I could lose a fish, so I'll give it a try here. It's at an angle where it's, yeah, I'm not gonna bother with this fish. Let's try this one here, if I can move him. Just keep an eye on our other rod so it doesn't come loose. So if it's still bent, it's pretty safe. Now I do this when I'm trolling, and I've lost lots of fish by putting my rod down. Well, it's coming loose, so I better put this down first here. I don't want to lose that big fish. Just keep on looking at my other rod. What do we got here? It's coming in. It's not too big. It is a Russian sturgeon. My first one. Okay, put that away. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about that one. Let's get back on the monster here. It's been about 6 hours. In-game hours. I might have to do some major editing here and is he moving? I don't know if I've gained an inch. It doesn't look like, because if you look at my spool, it's been at that mark the whole time. I can't move this fish. Not even a bit. One thing when you, I've noticed, my line, or my reel is the weakest link at 13 kilos. But when I put 16-pound mono on, I don't have as much power, so I can put my drag to like 21. So it seems like the weaker line makes the power of the whole setup weaker. But when I put on my 25 kilo braid, I can put the drag of my setup to 29, which means it's a full drag of the reel, which is 13 kilos. And obviously mono has some stretch, so it all adds up. So I guess when you're fighting a fish like this, you wanna, right now I'm using the drag, but if you pull your rod to the side, it's actually using the 25 kilos of bend. When it bends, it's using your weight distribution to the fish. But see, right now he's not moving, so I just keep it bent, and I'm assuming that's 25 kilos of, or at least a lot more pressure than just having the reel straight. And usually when you get a big fish and you bend it, it'll move a little bit. Whereas what I'm doing now, I'm using like the reel, see? You're pulling up, it's using the reel. And you just, man, I don't know if I can get this fish in. It's not even moving. Got my energy full. I think he's starting to budge here. I think it's moving. Have a drink here. Gotta keep hydrated. noticed my energy went down. I wasn't paying attention, so let's drink some tea. Try to get our energy up, because if it's not up, he's not moving. I've done that lots of times on a big fish, and I'm like, I can't move this fish, but look down and my energy's red, so I think this fish has given up. I think we will land him, because see, trying to budge a little bit here, bend the rod. So he is coming in slowly here. He's coming and he should be in. So we've been fishing for, we caught him at 2 in the morning, and it's 2 in the afternoon, so it's 12 in-game hours so far, which is quite a bit of time. But we will get him in here. He is halfway home. We have moved him little by little. He's a coming. I really need a new reel. It's like, 20 kilos of drag would be great. This fish should be in by now, just with a few more kilos drag. But I think this has got to be my biggest fish casting from shore, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Alright, we had to speed that up a little bit. We are back on getting this mysterious fish in, whatever it may be. Pretty sure catfish. I caught a big catfish from a boat on Volkov, but I feel it's about the same thing here. Coming slow. Oh, he's coming. Let's see. Oh, I see a shadow. Oh, it looks like a catfish. I knew it. I knew it. Oh, well, I guess I gotta get my net. He's, I don't know how big he is here. Oh, alright. 24 kilos. Okay. Almost got to my personal best at 25, but that's a beast. Not bad. Not bad at all. a picture of that.